Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to another video. My name is Siddharth and you're watching That Car Guy. In today's video, we're going to take a look around this car. This is a 2010 Skoda Laura, and I've been living with this car for the past 4-5 months. And this is going to be a detailed review on this car. And I'm going to show you what this car is like to live with, what are the maintenance costs, how does it drive. Well, it's going to be a very in-depth, detailed review of the Skoda Laura. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So guys, here she is. This is the Skoda Laura, and right off the bat, it's a very handsome looking car. I mean, this design has aged quite nicely. And let's start off with the headlights over here. We have a projector headlight for the low beams, a normal halogen for the high beams. We have the indicators over right here. Coming down from that, we have a fog light, and that's pretty much it. And this car has the grille painted to match the body color. It's in white. Normally it should be in chrome, but this looks really stealthy and looks much better than chrome. We have the old Skoda logo over here. It's been changed now, but this looks very nostalgic, and it's a very old design, but suits the car. And towards the hood, well, this hood has a lot going on. There are power lines over here, nose line over here. It breaks up the hood into a lot of creases and angles. Looks very smart in my opinion. The grille, well, the grille is pretty basic. There's nothing much there. We have a number plate holder, and over to the sides we have 15-inch alloy wheels on this one. The L&K came with 16s, but this is 15-inch tires, and we're running 205/65 R15. A pretty chunky setup, but this is the stock tire size. And coming from there, we have another power line which starts all the way from the headlight, runs all the way throughout the body of the car, and meets here at the tail light. The side profile of this car, well, basically it is smart, it's functional, but it's not too jaw-droppingly gorgeous. It looks well proportioned. I mean, the rear overhangs and the front overhangs are just about right. And what else? The glass has been tinted because we need tint where I live. It's really hot, so yeah, I got them tinted. And coming to the back, we have a very conservative backside. Tail lights over here, a normal tail light with a C kind of design. Well, this has the indicators, this has the rear lights. Laura script on the boot. This is a very old Laura script. The Lauras after this came with a different kind of writing, but this is the OG Laura script. Again, we have the old Skoda logo over here, and this, well, this is not period correct. This is a newer Skoda badging. We do get rear parking sensors, and coming down from that, we have the exhaust tips. Again, this is not stock. This has been protruded out a little bit, although you can see closely the smoke blows downwards, and this is just there for aesthetic purposes. The boot of this car is really huge, guys. I mean, just check this out. The whole glass and the tailgate assembly goes up, revealing a huge boot. That's a child seat over there. And just check out the amount of space on offer. It is really huge. You can bend this parcel shelf all the way like that, and it is huge. I don't know any car in this segment which has such amount of boot space. I mean, it's you could actually fit 2 people in there comfortably. And again, we have smart things like a parcel hook. You can hook your groceries over here. It's pretty handy. I use them all the time. Again, it is a very serious boot. And let's close it. Yep, that's for the boot. Now let's go check out the engine. So guys, this is the 1.9 liter TDI engine. Engine bay looks pretty neat. Everything is well covered. There's the air box over here, there's the battery box, the fuse box. Everything is well contained. I mean, German cars normally have the reputation of keeping the engine bay really, really neat. No exposed wiring, no exposed anything. Everything is hunkered down with clips. Like normal cars, the airbox comes off with clips. They have dedicated screws. Like getting this airbox out is going to be a nightmare. This diesel engine did make around 109 bhp and some amount of torque, I'm not very sure. But it's a very refined engine, no black smoke coming out from the tailpipes. Maybe this car has been very well looked after, but that's a plus side for me. And on the top we have this fabric over here still intact. Yeah, normally you don't find these on old cars, like they've been ripped off completely, but here even all the buttons are there in place. This is definitely a car which has been well looked after. So guys, welcome to the interior of the Skoda Laura, and let's start off with the basic dashboard design. Well, it's pretty basic but very businessy. There's no extravaganza party going on or anything like that. It's pretty basic, but you do get very good materials in here. For example, this top portion of the whole dashboard is made out of this rubberized plastic. If you can see, it's squishy, so it's rubberized, it doesn't rattle at all. And the bottom part of the dashboard is, well, it's hard plastic. And yeah, everything is really good, like the trim and everything. It is held up for a 10-year-old car. It's looking pretty neat and intact. So let's start off with the key itself. This is a Skoda key. It has taken a little bit of wear. And yeah, basic power lock, 3 buttons on the remote, lock, unlock, and this is to open your boot. And we have a flip style key over here. Looks pretty good. I remember back in the day where these flip keys were all the rage. These things were crazy, guys. So let's just start it up and turn on the AC. And she comes to life.
Waiting for connection.
Yeah, wait. Let's turn on the AC real quick. Alright. So yeah, this is the basic design. You do get a little bit of creature comforts in this cabin, but there's nothing to write home about. But yeah, like I said, over here we have this. Over here we have the steering wheel, which is leather wrapped. It feels good. It's meaty. It's chunky. It's not a very flimsy steering wheel. Over here we have the airbag cover. Well, this was broken. This is a replacement cover which I got, and it was a little bit expensive. This whole cover was around 4,500 bucks, and I bought it off of a website. It's not Baltimore, it's something else, specializing in Volkswagen and Skoda cars. But this was around 4,500 bucks. But now the steering looks good, and yeah, it's leather wrapped. It's really good. The instrument dials are very neat. All the writing is pretty crisp. You have a little bit of an information display in the center. That's always helpful, and you can toggle using this. This car has done 109,000 kilometers. Still going strong, touch wood. And on the top portion, there's controls over here. If you can see, these are the trip computer settings. If I tap once, you get distance to empty, temperature, etc. So yeah, that is the screen. On the higher end trim, this is the ambient trim. On the higher end LMK trim, you've got a little more information over there. And over here we have the head unit, which is a single CD changer. It has aux and FM, all the basic stuff. Although this head unit works perfectly, the screen is totally crisped up, if you can see right here. Yeah, the screen doesn't work at all, but it plays music. The music quality is fantastic. This has 8 speakers, 2 per door, 1 tweeter over there, and there's a main speaker over here. The sound quality is amazing, but well, you can't basically see. It's all guesswork. Coming down from that, we have the AC controls. Now again, this is the base model ambient trim, so no climate control, just a regular AC blower motor speed controller thingy and an AC compressor on off. And coming down from that, we have an ashtray. Pretty basic. It has soft open, which gives it a more air of luxury. And here we have the 5-speed manual gearbox with this chrome gear knob. It's really heavy, like the knob feels really good in your hand. The shifts are very positive. Yeah, it's relatively short. I wouldn't call it a short shifter, but the shifts do feel very positive. And over here we have the armrest, which is also a cubby holder storage, There's a lot of space in there. We have an aux cable port over here, very handy in such an old car. And well, this thing, it's an armrest which can be adjusted. If you didn't know this, if I do this, see, it stays there so that you can rest your arm. It's very comfortable. You can raise it higher. It goes into 3 levels. Then if you want to put it back all the way down, up and down. So that's pretty cool. Now coming to the back seats of the Laura, well, it is spacious enough for a car of this category. And yeah, 2 people in the back will be super comfortable. But there is space for a person in the middle, because this car comes with, if you can see, it has a middle seat belt and seat belt buckle. So this is designed for 3 people in the back, but 2 would be comfortable. 3 is a stretch unless you're really short or really small or skinny. But yeah, it's nothing too fancy, but it's just a back seat. It's reasonably comfortable, but nothing too extreme. And we have a parcel shelf over there. That is really cool. You can put stuff back there. We have an armrest in the center which has cup holders in them. And yeah, the basic door design and everything is just the same. Nothing too shabby, but nothing too extraordinary. Whoa! So the Skoda Laura came with a 1.9 liter TDI engine, which made around 109 bhp, and it was a basic engine. It was not made for performance or anything. It was aimed at more fuel mileage rather than outright performance. And this car does give a healthy 14 to 16 kilometers per liter in the city, combined with a little bit of highway drag, but that's the average which I'm getting. That is 16 kilometers per liter from such a luxurious car. So fuel mileage is where this engine shines, and this 5-speed manual gearbox is pretty okay. It is not super crisp, but it has a lot of torque, because I can switch it into 4th gear around 60 kilometers per hour and the car does not complain. The suspension and all is very, it has a European touch to it, if you know what I mean. It is harsh, but not too harsh. It doesn't wallow around. So if you're driving like 400-500 kilometers in a stretch, you won't feel tired because there's no body roll. Body roll is basically none. It handles its own weight. It's it is designed to handle its own weight. So you can feel that it's a very well engineered car. And this car is heavy, and you feel it when you drive it. Like in the steering wheel, it's an old hydraulic steering wheel, which I really like. It's not the electronic steering wheel which feels numb. This is an old school hydraulic rack, and you do feel the car is connected. It's well connected. Like the wheels are exactly telling you what is happening. So that's a very good driving experience. All Skoda cars did drive beautifully, and this one does too. Maintenance is another big thing when you think about Skoda cars, because in the past they have not been the most serviceable cars. That's purely down to the dealer network being very poor with Skodas. But they have improved, and if you're owning a 10-year-old car or even a 5-year-old car, it is not recommended to go back to the dealership to get serviced. Like you can search for Skoda specialists in your city. There are in every city has got a Skoda specialist, because from the get-go Skoda was really lacking in the after sales and service department, and independent mechanics and shops started specializing on these vehicles. So you could go to one of them and get the work done for half the cost. That's exactly what I have done with my car, and still I have managed to spend around 50 to 60,000 on this car. But it was not a waste. It was never a waste of money, because I bought the car for around 2.5 lakhs. I spent around another 60, so my total cost is still at 3 lakh or 3 lakh 10, and 3 lakh 10 is not a lot of money for such a beautiful car. Let me tell you, the first thing I got done was the front suspension, which was on its way out, so I replaced them. I got an oil change, a coolant change. I got the AC up and running back again because it was not blowing very cold. So AC recharge, stuff like that. Then I changed the engine mounts, the gearbox mounts, all of the mounts and the linkage of the car. They are all worn out. It was not in need of replacement, but it was definitely on its way out. So I thought, while the car is at the mechanics, get everything done so that I can have trouble-free motoring. And yeah guys, that's basically it. It is on the higher side of the maintenance charts, but you do get in return a car which is very well built. Like for 3 lakhs, what else can you buy which is going to be this big, this luxurious? Well, it is a statement. If you're going somewhere in a Skoda or in this kind of a category of a car, you're going to be well received. So yeah, that's the benefits. And safety guys, this car has 2 airbags, it has ABS, EBD, all of that good stuff to keep you safe. And forget about the safety nannies. The car itself is made from really high quality stuff. Like I said, the dashboard is made from that soft material. The steel, I don't know if it's just me, but the doors and all feel very heavy, and it gives you a sense of security. Like, this car feels safe when you're driving compared to another 3 lakh car. What is it? What can you buy for 3 lakhs? Celerios are still 4. Swift is around 8. Well, basically, you feel good when driving this car. And yeah, this is a very good reason to buy one. So guys, that was it. That's the review of the Skoda Laura. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. Like this video, share this video with your friends. And we'll catch you guys pretty soon with another video. Till then, goodbye and God bless.